We were surprised on Tuesday when the FDA warned doctors about a fake chemotherapy drug. It turned out that lung cancer patients who were prescribed Avastin could get instead a worthless counterfeit. Well, that was enough for us to ask our investigative unit to have a look. And here's Chief Investigative Correspondent Armen Keteyian.
The fake cancer-treating drug contained no active ingredient. It was purchased from a company called Montana Healthcare Solutions, whose address traces to this house in tiny Belgrade, Montana. The counterfeit drug eventually found its way to at least 19 doctors in 3 states. The Avastin case exposes the dangers of suppliers operating on the fringes of the prescription drug market. They often advertise drugs at much lower prices to doctors and medical clinics. According to state records, Montana Healthcare Solutions was started by a man named Paul Bottomley. In text messages to CBS News, Bottomley said that Montana Healthcare Solutions closed its doors in 2010, and he knew nothing of this Avastin matter. But in March 2011, one doctor's office we contacted received this price list from the company. It shows Bottomley as the company's business development director. On the price list, Avastin sells for $1,995 per 400 milligram vial, $400 less than the average price from legitimate distributors. A source told CBS News that when doctors called an 800 number for Montana Healthcare Solutions, the calls were redirected to a company with an address listed at this office complex in Barbados. Today, a representative for the company there told us in a statement, as a reputable supplier of medicines, any risks to the medicine supply chain are of significant concern to us. We're therefore working with the appropriate regulatory authorities, and we feel it would be better not to comment further until the investigation has been completed. The Food and Drug Administration was made aware of the problem last December after authorities in the UK found 167 packs of the fake cancer-treating drug in a warehouse. Without the active ingredient, patients who received the counterfeit Avastin weren't getting the life-extending drug they needed. And Scott, none of the doctors who purchased the bogus Avastin would speak to us on camera.
Armen, I wonder, is there anything about the companies that distribute these drugs that contributes to the counterfeiting problem?
Well, yes, 90% of the drugs are really distributed through 3 very reputable companies. The problem is the 10%, the other 10%, where you literally have thousands of these so-called fringe operators who are working out of their house, they're behind websites, or they have a post office box, and they're very, very difficult to track down, and they're real tough to take out.
Remarkable. Thank you, Armen.